These garden sticks have been quite a hit this spring, so I thought I would do one more. So if you haven't already, hit that like and subscribe button and let's dive in. First, we're just going to list off the materials that you'll need. Hammer, a steel plate, thick cutters, round pliers, and flat nose pliers. Normally, I would use a 10 gauge wire, but I don't have it, so I have a 12 gauge wire here. And of course, headphones because hammering gets rather loud. Okay, so I have a piece of wire. Again, this wire is about a meter long, just over a meter long, 42 inches, 104 centimeters, I believe. And we're going to start off, we're going to do 3 spirals in this stick. So we're just starting off with the first spiral, and we're going to grab it. Now, of course, the spiral is like all the other spirals I do, but we're going to actually have to remember which way we twisted the next one. Again, this is a 12 gauge wire, and I would prefer to use a 10 gauge wire on this. There we go. Just to keep it a little more sturdy. That's okay. Okay, now that we have the first spiral done, I am going to bend it. So in about 4 inches, take your round pliers and bend it backwards. And so you're bending it backwards like that. Look at this spiral and look at this one. And then we are going to loop it this way, which means this will go that way. And the reason I'm doing it this way so that this turns out to be an S spiral. I always have difficulties with this, and I a lot of times go the other direction by accident. And that is why I'm just being slow at explaining that. And you'll see in a minute what I mean when I talk about the S. Okay, I'm using my hands now, and you can see the S a little bit better. Okay, and now at this point, if this one is bigger than this one, you can always roll this one up again so that they're pretty much the same size. And here's the S shape that I'm forming, is right there. Okay, and now on to the next one. I'm going to do the same thing. So I'd say 4 inches right there. I am going to be bending the wire back like this. I want to go this way. Yes. Good. So I want to go this way, so I'm bending the wire like this. And I'm creating an S here with the spiral again. Perfect. Okay, and I'm just folding this again, and I'm going to bring it in the middle here. Keep going. Perfect. Okay. And now I have 3 spirals, and I'm going to keep that long. And I can take a minute, and I'm just going to hammer this. So here we go. And just take time to adjust it to make sure you're happy with it. And this is going to come down the middle. Perfect. Okay, this is a 22 gauge wire, and I am just going to wrap it just to make it a little more secure and to keep it closed. You might not have to do this with a 10 gauge wire. 12 gauge wire is just a little bit more flexible. Okay, and just tightening it. Perfect. And then we're going to put a nice bead. Perfect. Cut it off. You'll find that I always use my big pliers or big cutters even for the little wire. I'm just so used to it. Okay, it's nice and closed now. There we go. And now time for a bead. So I just picked this nice glass bead, green glass bead. Oh, that looks nice. Oh, that's going to be perfect. And then I am just going to make some patterns down the stick. This little funky back and forth. You can do back and forth. You could do spirals. And they don't have to be perfect. That's good enough. And then I'm going to hammer this again. Okay, and then it's time for finishing touches. And because this bead is so big, the hole is so big, I am going to wrap something around the base to keep it from going up and down. If you decide to make one of these, I would love to see your design. I think I'm actually going to add some 22 gauge wire around this just to give it more texture. So here's my 22 gauge wire and just wrapping it really quickly all the way down. Perfect. Just adding more texture, maybe some stability. And I'm not really caring where it's going because it just adds some funky design on it. And there it is. Ooh, this was really funky. I really like it. What do you think? Thanks so much for watching. We have lots more to come. Keep those comments coming and suggestions. You help improve my channel. See you in the next one.